go?
Yes, I'm going to finish him off.
Well, you might as well forget it, because you're no match for him.
Regardless, I must go. I had a chance to stop him before, but I couldn't. I'm responsible for all this mess.
Responsible? Does it bother you that much?
He's my father. Besides, who else can undo what he's done? A demon like you wouldn't understand.
Father and family, huh? Well, I'll go too. But you better hurry if you don't want me to take all the credit.
What is up, everybody? This is RadTechShoe, and we are now continuing our LP of Devil May Cry 3 with Part 14. So as you can tell, the Temen-Ni-Gru has undergone some serious changes, and now we have to navigate everything now that it's different. So first thing, right off the bat, come on over here, and let's pick up a new weapon. This is the weapon that Virgil used on us in the last mission, Beowulf. So now we're going to go use Beowulf. And how we do so is we got to go over here to a God of Time statue and equip Beowulf. Because we have to use Beowulf to break through a combat adjudicator that you see way in the back. So we need to go equip Beowulf right through here. Say goodbye, Nevin. Most of the other weapons we're probably not going to be using for the rest of this game. Like Rebellion and Beowulf are going to be my go-to combo for this game. So right here I'm just looking around, and right here's the Beast Uppercut, and that next, after that is the Rising Dragon, which is an upgraded version of that, but they're two different moves. But now that we have Beowulf equipped, let's go use it on the Combat Adjudicator. This one's pretty simple. It's very easy to get. The ranking, it's just a C if I'm not mistaken. And bam, right there. Easy. Later on, we'll encounter some combat adjudicators with Beowulf that are very difficult to fulfill. Anyway, before we get in that elevator, come on over here and let's attack a red orb stone and pick up some nice juicy red orbs. Now that we've gotten that out of the way, let's go ahead, ride the elevator all the way up to the top. And now look where we are. We're out in the Waterfall area, out in front of where Nevin was. So, but as you could tell, with the tower changing, a lot of paths have been completely redone, and now it's kind of a maze. So right through here, we're in the area where we encountered all those mirrors. So if you missed that one secret mission up there on the left wall, you can go back to it. But since I already got it, there's no point in even jumping up there. So let's jump right on through here. And we're going to encounter some Dullahans. Now these Dullahans are the mobile kind. They're the ones that will pursue you. They're the aggressive kind. But even still, they're pretty easy. You know, try not to jump directly over them. You know, otherwise they'll just attack you with a lance, and they'll try and knock you right down. So, like I said, but they're still easy to get behind. Like I said, you can just walk right up to them, and when they dash at you, it makes it even easier to kill them. Like I said, these guys are not too difficult. And there's our exit, so we're going to go grab some red orbs first. And now we're going to head out the bottom exit. So the Temen-Ni-Gru has been totally redone. It's pretty easy to get lost, and we'll be modifying everything later. In Mission 15, if I'm not mistaken, there will be a lot of modifications that we will be doing. We will be adjusting paths and routes in the tower. Before you get on the train, you can grab that green orb down below, just as you know, just by knocking the statue like before. So here we're going to encounter more Hell Lusts and a Hell Sloth. You know, just survive the wave of enemies. You know, nothing new or fancy here. These guys are pretty easy. Just deal with them however you see fit. Beowulf is pretty good. The thing I like about Beowulf is it actually does increase Dante's power. He'll do his attacks, do more damage. And as you can tell, right now, I've still got the fighting style of Quicksilver equipped. I'll be eventually going over to Trickster to try and level Trickster up. Because like I said, I want to get all my fighting styles to at least level 2. So as you can tell, you know, I'm able to get in just a great number of hits against the Hell Vanguard right here. But it does take me a while. I should have used Beowulf for this battle against him, but even still, I mean, you look at my health, I'm in no danger of dying, and he does give me a green orb for my trouble. Alright, so let's run up the stairs, run through the door. You can use the God of Time statue if you want. I'm going to put away Quicksilver and use Trickster. So let's go ahead and play with Trickster now. Now we're in kind of a maze area. Certain gates will open up when you approach them, and certain gates won't. And when you go to areas, certain areas, enemies will appear. So right in here, we're going to encounter a few pawns. So let's just go ahead and deal with these guys, how, you know, best way we know how. Like I said, I'm not that good with Beowulf, at least not yet. There's this one combo of his that I can do right now, but I don't because I forgot about it. Like, I forgot. But, you know, I'm just doing the basic 3-hit combo and then a few of the... And then his basic dash attack. You know, his stinger, the Beowulf equivalent of stinger. I'm just using that and the basic 3-hit combo. But there is another Beowulf combo that I'll use later. And it's pretty cool. It's pretty stylish looking. It doesn't do the greatest amount of damage. But all this is we have to just navigate through this area and just defeat all the enemies in whichever room we go to. Here is a knight, as you can tell, because it's similar. Its design is similar to that of a horse. So just go ahead, deal with these guys however you see fit. You know, just dodge their attacks. I should have used Quickster right there, but sometimes I forget that I have the fighting styles. I forget, you know, which fighting style I have equipped, and I just forget to use them. But like I said, these guys are not too much trouble. They like to jump around. And there are two paths we can take. One will lead to a dead end, but the dead end will also have a nice vital star. So, let's go ahead and defeat all these guys once again. Nothing new, nothing, you know, just a bunch of pawns and a knight. So at this point, you know, the game's pretty standard. You know, I just don't like this area where, you know, I don't like the fact that the chess pieces take way too long. They shouldn't take this many hits with Beowulf to die. But that's a small complaint. Beowulf is a pretty useful weapon. So pretty much what you have to keep in mind is that, you know, even if you don't know exactly where you're going, because I myself am not very good at this part right here. Like, you'll see me make a couple dead ends. You know, right here, I just make the wrong turn. I don't go the right way. You don't have to master this area, you know, in order to get through. It's pretty simple. You just go from door to door, trying to get through. And it's fairly simple. It's not too difficult. It's just time-consuming because of all the chess pieces. So right in here, we got two knights and a bishop. Just go ahead and pound away at them. Not too hard or difficult, just time consuming if anything. So right here, like I said, I should be using a little bit more Beowulf, especially one of Beowulf's combos, you know. But as of right now, I'm trying to save up my orbs. I don't want to buy combos if I don't have to. And right in here is the room, is the final room right before we get a blue orb fragment. You can see it on the other side of the grate. So just go ahead, pound away. We got some bishops to take care of. So as you can tell right now, I'm trying to mix it up between Beowulf and Rebellion, not Nevin. I'm playing around with Beowulf and Nevin and Rebellion, and we just got to deal with all these guys. Like I said, once we finish them off, the gate will open. We'll get our blue orb fragment, and then we can proceed. And there is our reward. So let's grab the blue orb fragment. And it makes one whole blue orb. And now we can finally move on. So, let's go. Now we're out here in the garden. Immediately turn right, head through the door. Don't even bother going anywhere else. It's no point to. Now out here, we're going to head towards that blue pillar of light in the background. You can see it kind of at the top of the screen. You know, right there. That's where we're going, so just go ahead and dodge all these enemies. You know, you don't have to kill all the Enigma, but I'm just going to kill the ones that I encounter on my way over to the blue light. So just go ahead, fight these guys. And let's go on through. Now we're back at the strip club. Immediately exit the strip club. There's nothing of interest in here. And we're going to be out in the street. Immediately head up the street towards where we initially fought Cerberus, and this will end the mission. And that is the end. So, it's kind of a boring mission, not much to it, you know, just kind of going back through older areas, not really doing anything extremely, you know, amazing, whatever. The final cutscene was probably the most exciting part of this mission. So kind of a boring, dry mission, in my opinion. So we're just going to go ahead, save our game, overwrite our data. And as you can tell, I'm going to be playing with Trickster a little bit until I get it to level 2, and then I'll be moving on to Gunslinger. And that is it. I will see you on the next mission. This is RadTechShoe, signing off.